The way I work is very physical and visual. I have a Lecoq background, so I create physical theater work and a crossover between dance and theater. So basically what I'm doing is a dramaturgy from a physical point of view. But I'm still telling a story, so it's not an abstract piece. The Fringe team I invited them to watch the show because it was during the application time. And then they told us very strong, particularly the movements and the images, and rather than the text, maybe there was too much text. And in fact, for me, the text was just a trial. I just wanted to test it, to see, particularly to understand the biography of the three characters. But I was not so attached to that because I usually prefer to work from a physical, a visual point of view. And also, when for me, I can show the emotions of the character or what they go through more through the vision, the movement, than through text. Then how do I connect the three characters also, I thought. And I wanted to connect them. I don't want it to be three different stories, disjointed. I wanted to tell a story. I wanted to have a story to tell. And then, naturally I thought, I have two women and a man. So what about if the two women are connected, and then the man can be maybe a son or one of the women? And then I thought, okay, one woman is older, one is younger. It's a story of Emily, 65 years old, being at home on New Year's Eve. And she has a memory of herself when she was giving birth to her son on the same night of New Year's Eve, 30 years earlier. And then we have Emily heavily pregnant, giving birth, and we have Ray Risman being the baby. And a very difficult part for Risman, going from being inside the wombs, being birthed, being just a newborn, and then a toddler, and then a teenager, and then become a man. I've been creating a structure of the piece, scene by scene. Usually the music really helps me. In fact, I title the scene usually with the title of the song. And the music that inspired me for this show is Olafur Arnalds, Delia, Olafur Arnalds. It's an amazing composer, and he creates very powerful music. And so that inspired me for many scenes. So I listen to the music, and then the images comes. I wrote the show, but from actions. So Emily stage right, doing this, and then I create possible improvisation between Emily and Ray, trying this technique. I use lots of frantic assembly technique, and it's this English company that work from a physical point of view. So they use some physical technique to create movement sequence. So you start from the technique, and then you evolve it, and becomes a scene. I will tell the story from a physical point of view and with some text. And the musicians will have to tell a story from the beginning to the end with this music. The music will have an arch, and same the multimedia. And then once each element is telling the story, then we put together, and then we edit to balance out all the elements. But this piece will be very much a combination of those elements. So there are moments of stage where there is very much stillness, so very little happening, because maybe the media, it will be the main focus. So I want it to be quite delicate, and things happening one at a time, very slowly.